Voren, now that he sent that cat, like, oh, Gloomy, I'm writing your name down so that Pancakes can write it on her arm or leg on Thursday when she comes back to reality. God damn it, I missed the moan again. Oh my god. I am going to have Ingy jitters. Oh my god. Okay. Virgil, you have permission to now say you're doing great. Okay. I'm writing down Harry's name, and Pancakes will also be doing lots of spin on the pole for all of your biddies. I'm just writing it right here so I don't forget. Okay. Today is Thursday. Oh dear God. There it is. There it is. You're doing great. Okay. Now, where was I? You were shamed by your parents or family members. Lots of us have had that, and that makes me angy. You were verbally criticized. That also makes me angy. You were not allowed to be spontaneous. That is very detrimental to a child's creativity and mental health. Next. Voren. What is your Voren Loof Fandangled? I just feel like your last name would be Fandangled, okay? Voren Loof Fandangled. You promised. You promised. Also, how is your wife? Oh, is it? Oh, that's cool. Well, I still appreciate it, but no more. Hi. Hello, red-headed Amazon goddess. Okay. Also, for those who have been feeling tired and are struggling, you're not lazy. So I command, and you will listen when I command, that you're not lazy. Your body may be emotionally burnt out from pouring into people who don't pour into you, being the go-to person for emotional support, trying to keep the peace by silencing yourself. Don't fucking do it. Okay? Voren! Oops, I was gonna say Voren, thank you, but that's not the Voren, thank you. But you, no. Yes, I am pointing my tiny little slimy toe at every fucking one of you in here, okay? Because you're all guilty of it. And Tiff, if the tab wasn't muted, I'm talking to you too. Because you do this. All of you do this. Except for Devil. He has no soul. I'm kidding. Okay. Trying to save people from themselves. This is a... I'm sorry. I have no filter, okay? Pancakes tries to have a filter. I don't have a filter. Because I'm froggy. Therapy is nothing but being called out and punched in the gut. Truth. And I'm here to do that for all of you. I mean, I'm probably guilty of it. I just need to know what. Oh, being emotionally burnt out and partly psychotic. Sorry. Okay. Do I need to lower the mic, or do you need to lower the volume on your phone? Am I loud to everyone? Let me turn it to the middle of the yellow. There. Turned it down. I'm half of that. You're just a void. You're just a void. Kidding. Oh, I am very sorry, but I have no filter. I will not apologize. Pancakes will apologize, but I am not a people pleaser. Okay. So trying to save people from themselves. This one is a serious one. This can be really hard, especially if you are an empath. There are different personality types. And we are so grateful that there are all different types of personalities. But for the people that struggle to place boundaries or allow the emotions of others to be put on themselves instead of allowing people to experience their own emotions and not rescuing them from those emotions, we are people pleasers or people savers, and we want to save them from the mistakes and consequences that they will experience as a result of their own actions. I have done this many, many times, and me, Froggy, and Pancakes. And I have learned that I have to have a really badass, tough heart and tummy because people will take advantage of that. Yes. And instead, just because you are not rescuing. Oh, I dislike people too, but I also love people. It's a love-hate relationship. Just kidding. And then the last one that ties into the next thing I'm gonna say, rage quit. No, is giving people endless chances at your own expense. This was something that Pancakes did way too much that I, Froggy, have taught her to not do anymore. And that is basically if I'm struggling to think of a good example. Do you guys have any examples, or can you put an emoji if you have been in a situation where you are super close and connected with someone, but they keep doing something or saying something that hurts you? Even if it's small, big, it can be small or big, either way. And I just dislike people, only certain people in my circle. That is more how I am now, Sketch. And I think that is a very good way to be. And I do think that there is safety in having a small circle as long as you are not stuck in a circle that is going to pull you down. In that case, you have to be willing to open up your circle to people that can help lift you up, if that makes sense. Because I had a very small circle before too, but that circle I loved with my whole heart, but that circle was also constantly bringing my mental health down. And I struggle to open up to people, me, Froggy, and I had to learn to let down those walls to some type of vulnerability in order to make new friends, to even realize that my circle was toxic in the first place, if that makes sense. Understood? Yes. Sketch. I've been there. Trust me. Trust me, I've been there. And that's especially why I wanted to have these lessons today, is I just feel like at least once a month, I need to take over stream and just talk about mental health, because I think that we're all struggling in one way or another. I've seen it. I can feel it. And I just, holy shit. I mean, oh my good golly gosh. Pike. This guy's for real. I don't have a filter today. When my brain is exhausted from flashbacks of PTSD, I truly just don't have a filter. Life lessons with... I fucking love those videos, Virgil. I fucking love them. Pike, Pancake says, thank you so much. And Pancakes also wants to take a minute and say to everyone here, and also those who aren't here but will watch the recording that are a part of this community, You truly mean so much. And the game nights that have been going on have been so helpful to her mental health in a way that I don't think anyone will ever realize. Um, you got it, Sketch. But for real, I'm so grateful, and each of you have taught Pancakes something. And I have watched her mental health skyrocket. And that's not to say that everyone's not going to still struggle with their own troubles. And I'm going to be fucking honest with you right now, okay? Okay. They called me out for saying that I was going to come back on face cam on Thursday, and they're like, it is Thursday. Dumbass. Okay. So, Sunday, it might also be me, Froggy, playing Call of Duty. I'm not very good with my little webbed feet. It's going to depend on how Pancakes is feeling with her mental health. But I do want to keep to my schedule. But with her disorders, Pancake struggles, and I know most of you have known this, but for anyone who goes back and watches the recording, Pancake struggles with derealization, a dissociative disorder, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, all the fun stuff that comes jumbled up with that, and all the symptoms. And everyone here has taught me something, has shown me kindness and support in a way that I have not yet received in the real world, and in a way that I haven't been able to vulnerably, Pancakes has not been able to vulnerably share with a lot of people in her real world, because her circle recently, over the last 3 to 4 years, changed, especially after leaving the Mormon religion. And that's why I kind of wanted to do, in all seriousness, guys, why I wanted to also kind of do a PNG tuber type aspect. I know a lot of times it can be cringy or dumb or stupid, and it's totally cool. But for me, I realized that if I am going to be able to do this long term in order to preserve my mental health, I have to find a way to I don't know, be able to be more authentic on my more chaotic days. And I think I tend to be shy or embarrassed about that. But I think in order for me to just really embrace, and that's what, okay, back in character, that's what Pancakes always teaches, is to be yourself, to be authentic. But then she struggles to listen to that fucking advice for herself. So this is a way for me to transition into that. But in Pancake's past, she has literally been told that she would be better off a sunset, and many other things. And so due to Pancake's trauma, it can be really hard for her to be truly authentic, especially during her PTSD times. Virgil, got it. Pancake's got a little too soggy. Exactly. That is accurate. Now, on to our next lesson. We're going to talk about more affirmations and how we can come back, because we want to end on a happy note, right? And I, Froggy, may or may not, depending on how things go, I kind of want to try Cult of the Lamb, because I want to get Virgil into the cult, and Pancakes seems to be a failure in that. Just kidding. I'm the mental health frog. I do not criticize anybody. Sometimes I criticize Pancakes, but I'm not going to criticize Pancakes because I don't want you guys to criticize yourself. So, oh God, guys, I am certified insane. Okay. Execute Order 66 on all night sketch. See, you get it. It's all our mind is one giant program, okay? Think of it like a system. Think of your brain like a system. If you have negative, hurtful thoughts, or you hate yourself, or you hate something about yourself, simply stop. Just kidding. That's not how it works. You have to execute Order 66, which is for every one negative thing you say to yourself, you're going to say, start with 5, because I know you guys aren't going to do 8. You guys are adults. You guys are, I'll watch my language for solo. You guys are grown adults, and I know you're not going to do half the things I tell you to do, because we're adults, and we don't listen. We only listened when we were kids. So say 5 things nice about yourself, okay? I got a single brain cell and it's same sketch. I have -3 brain cells today, and they are all fighting for -10th place. Okay, so acceptance mindset. But I'm so much better at talking shit than I am giving compliments. Same. I tend to be a very sarcastic frog, but I am also a very lovey frog. So, talk positive. No sarcasm. Try me, Virgil. Just try me. No sarcasm.
See, Soup, this is why you're my favorite. This is why I will bap Virgil on the head if he doesn't stop bapping you on the head. Just kidding.
Positive talk. It's hard to do that nowadays since we live in a dump. Truth. Okay. This situation is only temporary. I saw Doggy and my brain went in the gutter, not gonna lie. I am so sorry. Oh, but I love sarcasm. It's true. Truthfully, it is mine too, and that is why I am being more vulgar and swear words and no filter. I apologize. I am truly a jingle. It doesn't work on me. I am not ADHD. Wait, yes, I am. I don't know how to computing glitching. Quick life tip: turning off emotions is not. Sketch. I was actually going to talk about that today. Oh my god, it's actually distracting me. That's not even fair. Okay. God damn, I forgot. Quick life tip: turning. Yes, numbing yourself, which is something that I have struggled with in the past myself. Numbing your emotions does nothing but make them fester. Do you guys want rotten, festering poison in your body? I did not think so. So, I turned off and then switch bro. So now I don't. Sketch. Valid. That is very valid. I don't. So, this is again Froggy, and Froggy is not a licensed therapist. So, don't take anything I say as medical advice. But I, Froggy, am very messed up in the head, so I have been through lots of therapy, and I can give some really fucking good advice. So, in the case of that sketch, it almost sounds like your emotions could be in a compartment in your brain. This is something that I myself have struggled with as well. Would it be wrong if I said I do want the festering poison in me? No, sketch, because I've been there too. And I think that that is very normal human behavior. I don't think that's wrong at all. I don't think that there's anything that we feel that we should shame ourselves for. If I need to repeat myself, I will. Okay? Emotions are not good or bad. Pancakes was taught growing up that she was not allowed to feel anger or festering or any of that. And guess what? It fucking did. Backfired. And so there was a lot of years that Pancakes had to feel absolute rage. And most of them pointed to the adults that harmed her early on in her childhood. And yeah. So I wasn't allowed to feel angry. And because of that, those emotions got to exactly what you're describing, Sketch, which is I couldn't even access them. Pancakes couldn't even access them. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in character of Froggy, but I'm also trying to be genuine in my talking with you guys. I'm just gonna start talking as me because I want to be authentic and this is important. And it's too hard for me to talk in the third person. So, yes, Soup. I actually want to talk about that too. So what happened with the anger and Sketch, this can be applied to any emotion that you're talking about. Even happy memories that now, if there was a loss or a breakup, anything like that, we can actually lock away happy memories within compartments that we associate with grief or sorrow that we don't want to feel because we don't want to feel the sting that comes with it. But we're going to talk about anger right now because you talked about the festering poison. So let's say someone has wronged us. Okay, most of the time that's what's going to invoke anger. Anger is not a bad emotion. Anger is actually an emotion that tells us that something, it's an alarm. It's an alarm going off in our body that says someone has crossed my boundaries and this is not okay. So when you feel anger, the first thing you need to do is be real about processing the emotions down until you recognize where the anger is coming from. Once you have done that, you have to say, is this within my control to make any changes to help limit my anger or to set this boundary so that my anger isn't triggered again? Ultimately, if you have to be cut off from this person and the anger continues to fester, I know we always hear that thing, and I got told this a million times. It's only hurting you, you know, and I don't mean to say that in a mocking way because I say that myself too. It's like General Iroh. It's like the difference, like Zuko, he's all angry, he's an angry bish boy, and now he's like angry bish boy, and now General Iroh is like the wise boy that was once the angry boy, but now he's like the wise boy and he doesn't let anger get to him. I feel like you get to a point in your life where you learn that lesson after being angry and letting it fester. After you process it, let go of it. If you still feel that festering anger, it means you have not processed the anger correctly. And that does also tie in with crying as well. So, to wrap up that portion of it, don't block in your emotions. And if you are not sure, if you on a daily basis are feeling numb, start living in the present moment and stop using your self-numbing tactics, whether that's burying yourself in your phone, burying yourself in a game, never allowing yourself time alone to think. And when you sit with yourself and you are in the present moment, what emotions arise? Whatever emotions arise are telling you that those emotions have not fully been processed out of your body and you have some more work to do. Okay? Now, it's like the guru said, sometimes a day can't be unfucked. Go home, go to bed, start fresh with the knowledge of what not to do. 100% Virgil. 100%. So I want to touch on filling up my glass, but it's always hollow. A Froggy and pancakes went through that for most of my life. Soup, I don't think I started to feel my glass full until about 2 years ago. That was a really hard lesson. Growing up in a very religious household and being a woman, part of what I was taught was that to be feminine was to pour myself into the service and sacrifice for the well-being of everyone else around me, to be a servant, to be a helper, to be a step stool, to lift others. And I genuinely love doing that. Subservient. Yes, Jen, thank you. Um, and there are a lot of good traits, but what's hard is within religion and within even just empaths, even if you aren't religious and you're just an empath, um, these qualities will. Why am I now singing femininomenon? What do we want? A femininomenon. Okay. So, um, it's hard because when you have a big heart and you love the people around you and you've been taught to be subservient, or you're just an empath, you don't like seeing people sad, you are going to pour yourself into everyone else. And if you're not doing anything to pour back, then how the fuck are you ever supposed to have a full cup? Okay? So, soup. If you want to share, and if you don't, then do not feel pressured. Never, never. But if there are some examples of how you self-care or how you bring yourself to the present, or anyone really, help give Froggy basically what you guys do for self-care, and I'm going to tell you whether that is bullshit self-care or not, okay? Because what I thought was self-care was bullshit. So I'm just interested to hear some of your answers. Why be dainty little lady when you can be feral? Exactly. And most of the people in my past did not get that. They wanted me to be a certain type of feminine. And growing up, I was very much tomboy. I am now possessed by pancakes, and I am talking as pancakes because I don't want to talk in third person. And I know I said that before, but then I get into character because I'm having too much fun. And anyways, I'm just going to kind of go through these so you guys can read as I'm babbling, because I'm just babbling. This will be good for some of us. And I think it could also be cool for our community. Kind of like, there's actually been several people who've mentioned this, and I'm pretty sure I know Soup, Jen, pretty sure Ari, and I've seen it on, I think there was a couple other people servers I've seen it on. Sketty server has this. Sensory friendly VC. When people are feeling overstimulated, overwhelmed, they can go into the sensory friendly VC. And for game night, because for me, everyone is different. For me, I have 3 kids. I can lots of chaotic noise does not usually bug me. But I also fully respect and understand. Yes. Thank you, Virgil. I had issues trying to sound it out. So I was Virgil, like my little. I wish the frog could clap. I totally want to program it to clap. But yes, okay. My ADHD brain is so bad. I feel like I went halfway through what Sketch was asking to. Oh God. Okay. Where was I? Same Sketch. So that's why I love being in VC on game night, even just